Hello, this is Dom from Black Toad Studios and welcome to episode 11 of the Awakening of the Toadak Dynasty. In this series it documents the growth of my Necron battlefield force, and slowly it develops into a true Necron legion. Each episode I'll add a new unit to the force, go off, paint it, come back and review it. Also talk a little bit about Necrons in general. So in the previous episode we had a store anniversary model as well as an overlord from the box set. I've gone off and painted those. We'll look at those shortly. Also, since the last video I have played a tournament with my Necrons. I think we've gone through my list previously. It was a lot of fun, guys. I went 2-1 at a ITC event with meta events in Battle in the southeast. First game, played a great player from Spain, and it was against Aldari. Didn't go well. First game didn't go well. Necrons, where's our psychic defense? It was painful. I was taking casualties everywhere, got outmaneuvered. Big warlock conclave. If you've ever seen a warlock conclave or encountered one, yeah, painful. My Lich Guard held them up for 3 turns. We slowly reduced the squad, and yeah, it was a tough game. Next after that, I think also part of failing that was maybe my secondaries. Didn't take the best secondary objectives. However, in the second game, I went with Purge the Vermin, which is now my favourite Necron secondary objective. And in that game against Death Guard, we absolutely hammered the Death Guard army. Essentially outmaneuvered them a lot of times, knocked them off objectives. A couple of failed charges by the Death Guard player didn't really help him, unfortunately. Necron warriors were able to just destroy Lords of Contagion that got too close, unprotected by their bodyguards. Poxwalkers got written off by Tesla weapons. It was a really fun game. And the third game against Tom, my colleague, my compadre of Black Toad Studios, and playing his Black Templars. Once again, a very close game. I just pulled victory away with, I think, maybe 7-8 points, and it was a hard game against Black Templars, just coming in, charging, very unrelenting against my Necrons. I wasn't really able to move too much, but the heavy support element throughout all 3 games, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. When it was firing, it was doing its job. So certain elements in that army loved. For instance, the warriors did quite well. Destroyers did well, and to a degree, I would even say death marks are quite nice, just hiding on objectives and popping off a few sniper shots. Unfortunately, the Satan, very points heavy. I'm losing him in future competitive games. He's just too many points, and there could have been other units to use. But that's that. That was my little experience playing Necrons, first time at a competitive event. So anyway, let's go and have a look at my new models and let me know what you guys think. So here we are, the 2 models that I have painted to join the Toadak Dynasty. On the left here we have the store anniversary Technomancer. He was a named character, however there's no rules for him, which is a bit of a shame. Although, you know, Necrons, we have enough named characters for now. But he will become a Technomancer in the Toadak Dynasty. And over on the right hand side here we've got a brand new Overlord. So my current Overlords in the Toadak Dynasty have been demoted because unfortunately they're all converted Lords. So they've been demoted back to Lords, and this guy is going to be our Overlord for now. So let's just have a quick little look at them. Absolute pleasure to paint still. I'm absolutely loving my Necrons, and this guy was brilliant. He's got a nice kind of like coppery background back there, highlighted here by the glowing orbs. However, the copper is very aged, as is the Toadak way. And yeah, they're a nice little model to do actually. He's quite intimidating as an overlord. Got the blue effect there on the weapons, a bit on the cabling on the back there as well. But he's looking pretty snazzy. I love this model. I can't wait to get him into action. Hopefully he kind of acts out on the battlefield as well as he does, as well as he looks intimidating. So that's that guy. And then moving over, we have then the Technomancer here. So really nice model, easy to put together. You can see here his cloak. He's got a very weathered cloak there, which I think is quite nice against the rest of the rust effect going on. Got some bits going on down there with the blue. Once again, aged kind of, I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of nice little scarf thing he's got hanging around with him. A couple of orbs on the back there with, of course, the Staff of Light. Very cool model. I think he kind of just, it's relatively unique to have in my army, so it's quite nice to get another Technomancer in there. He's going to fit the part quite nicely in the Toadak Dynasty. In fact, both of these models, I've made a nice little 2,000 point list, both utilising these models. And yeah, hopefully it's going to go quite well. But yeah, let's see what is next on the paint station for the Toadak Dynasty. So there we go. What nice additions for the Necron army. So moving on, we next have to pick something to join the Toadak Dynasty. Now, something I've definitely been lacking and realised that I need to play any sort of game where I'm scoring points is a whole bunch of these guys. So I've already got 3. I've now got 9 more bases to paint. Now, they're not the most complicated models in the world, admittedly, but they are going to be crucial, I think, going forward, especially for the Legion. I need them to be guarding the flanks, maybe manoeuvring about a bit, scoring points, but also maybe picking on that squad of Space Marine scouts or the squad of infiltrators. They're just by themselves, and then they get swarmed and ripped apart. And this is what Scarabs are for, people. I'm really looking forward to seeing what these guys can do on the battlefield. I've got a couple of games lined up as well with Necrons, so stay tuned for those. It's just trying to get some more games recorded, and it's going to be very, very good fun. So I'm going to go and spray these lovely little Scarabs, and I will see you all next time. Thank you very much for your support. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.